Started from half of juz number 2. The name of the juz is juz sayaqul. There is many yas'alunaka, yas'alunaka. So I'm going to go through this yas'alunaka in 2-3 verses, inshallah. Yas'alunaka, it means they are asking you. Those people, the people during Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they were asking him many questions, right? So when they're asking too much questions, then Allah reveals the verse. Yas'alunaka. They asked me about so and so. So the first one which I started reading today, it was actually يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْأَهِلَّةِ. They are asking you about ahilla. Ahilla is a plural of hilal. Hilal is a moon, right? Moon. The moon which we've been fighting for the yesterday, and okay, moon, Ramadan, moon. In Arabic it's called hilal, right? In the plural of it is ahilla. So they ask about what is about the moon. This moon, like even in English we have months, right? We have this February, whatever. So they ask me about what is it all about? Why is the moon there? People think. So Allah says, "Qul hiya mawaqitu lin-nasi wal-hajj." Tell them that the hilal is just about time. Is to show the people the time. Like when moon come, okay, now Shaban is finished. When other moon come, is now okay Ramadan. When other moon come, is Shawwal, so on and so forth. Allah says, "Hiya mawaqitu lin-nasi," is timing for the people to know about the Hajj. When is Hajj? Because without hilal, we don't count months. We won't know. Even if you don't count months, we cannot know that we are in the month of April, isn't it? So that's the reason. It's about timing for the people to know, okay, we are in the month of Ramadan. Okay, now we are in the month of Hajj. Then Allah says, وَلَيْسَ الْبِرُّ أَنْ تَأْتُوا الْبُيُوتَ مِنْ ظُهُورِهَا. In righteousness, to be good, to be nice, is not entering the houses from the back door. وَلَكِنَّ الْبِرَّ مَنِ اتَّقَى. But righteousness, to be nice, is to fear Allah. وَأَتُوا الْبُيُوتَ مِنْ أَبْوَابِهَا. And when you enter in the house, you must use the front door. So the tafseer of this verse said those people use the culture of Arabs that to enter, like doors, the house they need to have 2 doors, right? Even now we have our house, mashallah, you build, one door is front, one door is behind. So the people they said they were so very humble that when they was entering their own house, they were using the door behind. Then they would go and respect, it was their culture, right? If you enter the door in front door, that means you don't have respect. Even if you're a visitor, you must know that now if I'm going to the people, I must use the back door. It was like culture for them. Then Allah said, no. Righteousness is not about entering the door from the back door. You must use the front door, and you must fear Allah. That's the tafseer of the verse. And I also read somewhere, they said that one of the scholars, he translated, his opinion of the verse, of this verse, he says, entering the house using the front door, it means when you are sleeping with your wife, right? Allah here in the Qur'an used the front door, right? It was the culture also for other people. When they was having intercourse with their own wives, they were using the back door. You understand what I said, back door? Right, like back door. A wife, which you marry her, you made nikah with her, you are not allowed to use back door. You can use front door, right? It doesn't matter you're going to use this other side or you're going to use the other side, but as long as you use the front door, then also that's the meaning of the verse, يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْأَهِلَةِ. So it's totally haram to use back door to your wife. It's totally haram from this verse. Then after that we have other يَسْأَلُونَكَ, which was actually يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْخَمْرِ وَالْمَيْسِرِ. They are asking you about khamr, alcohol, wal-maisir, and gambling. Super bait. They was asking, those days they were super bait also, right? So they was asking, what about, is it haram? Is it haram? Because I'm not killing no one, I'm just putting my number there, then is it halal? So they asked me Nabi so much questions about that. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ فِيهِمَا إِثْمٌ كَبِيرٌ. Tell them that from the super bait, in alcohol, there's so much sins. So much sins. وَإِثْمُهُمَا وَمَنَافِعُ لِلنَّاسِ. And also, there's a benefit for the people also. So Allah give 2. That in super bait, in alcohol, yes, there's a benefit, Allah says. And also, there is إِثْمٌ كَبِيرٌ. There's so much sins. But Allah says, وَإِثْمُهُمَا أَكْبَرُ مِنْ نَفْعِهِمَا. But the sins, they are better, they are more than the benefits. So, if you are a businessman, what do? Before you invest in a capital, you will see the profit. That if you say, okay, no, I'm gonna put 10 rand, I'm gonna win 15 rand, mashallah, that means 5 rand is a win, my 10 rand is coming back. But if you are a businessman and then you put 10 rand, then you sell whatever you have, you sell everything, you sell 5 rand. Then what happens? You have remaining with 5 rand. You lose or you win? You lose, right? So that's exactly of the super bet. You're gonna enjoy, you're gonna win, you're gonna have some. You know, sometimes you win super bet, but remember Allah says in the Quran, we read today that, you know, super bet, gambling, so much haram is actually very haram, big haram. In Surah Ma'idah, Allah says, إِنَّمَا الْخَمْرُ وَالْمَيْسِرُ وَالْأَنْصَابُ وَالْأَزْلَامُ رِجْسٌ مِنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ. So, brothers in Islam, one thing I have noticed, all of us here, at least 90% of us, we play super bets. You know, it's very bad. Super bet is very bad. Very funny actually, because when you play super bet, you win sometimes. Of course, most of the time you lose, right? You lose. But then, if you win, right, you have your money. But my brother, that's very sad. Because that money which you win from super bet, it was already yours. Allah gave that to you already. Takbir. The hadith of Bukhari, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud is a narrator. He says, when everyone is in the womb of his mother, right? Allah sent angel to give you 4 things. 4 things. One of the things which the angel gave you is your rizq, whatever money you're gonna have, how much water you're gonna drink, how much money you're gonna win from Swapet, you know, everything is there already. So it's like a bag, it's in the parcel. It's yours already. So what we do every day, even when you go to work, you do business, it's like you just take, you know, from your parcel. When you finish from your bag, that's the time you die. You see? So that money you win from Superbet, it was already yours. Allah gave it to you already, but you're like, no, I can't wait, Allah, I'm gonna go steal this money. You see? Even the people who rob, who steal from others, that money is yours already, my brother. You just have to get that money in a proper way. So if you play super bet, you must know that you are fooling yourself. You must not be happy. You must be sad because the same money which Allah gave you already, you chose. You must have no, this money I want to bring it by super bet. So that's about super bet. The other يسألونك عن ويسألونك ماذا ينفقون. They ask, what should we give? What should we give? In fact, what sadaqah should we give more? Then Allah says, قُلِ الْعَفْوَ. The sadaqah, you know, the best sadaqah you must give is forgiveness. Al-afwa. You must forgive. When someone do you wrong, you must al-afwa. You must just forgive. That's the best sadaqah you can ever give. Then the other يسألونك ويسألونك عن اليتامى. They ask you about the orphans, right? How should we do with the orphans? Allah says, قُلْ إِصْلَاحٌ لَهُمْ خَيْرٌ. To be good with them is good. You must be good. Don't abuse them. Don't be cruel to them. You must treat them right. قُلْ إِصْلَاحٌ لَهُمْ خَيْرٌ وَإِن تُخَالِطُوهُمْ فَإِخْوَانُكُمْ. You must be together with them because they are your brothers. That's other يَسْأَلُونَكَ. And then we have other يَسْأَلُونَكَ, which is وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ مَاذَا يُنْفِقُونَ. They ask you to who, what should we give? Our sadaqah. Whatever we have something, to whom should we give? ماذا ينفقون. كل ما أنفقتم من خير. Whatever you give, it must be good. Good things you must give. فالوالدين, to your parents, والأقربين, to your relatives, والأقربين, واليتامى, والمساكين. With the orphan, you must give your sadaqah to the orphan. You must give your sadaqah to the poor people, وابن السبيل, and the people who are stuck, who are traveling. Those are the people who deserve to give the sadaqah. The other يسألونك was يسألونك عن المحيط. This should be maybe the last يسألونك on surah al-bakarah. يسألونك عن المحيط. They are asking you about the women in their menstruation period. When the women they are in the period, should we sleep with them? Should we have intercourse with them? Allah says, قُلْ هُوَ أَذًى فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ. Tell them that no, this is a dirty other. Dirty is a filthy, unfair. فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ. Stay away from women when they are in the period. Don't sleep with them. Don't have intercourse with them. حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ. Until they have clean. Until they finish their periods, then you can have intercourse with them. That's why this is one of the reasons in Islam is allowed to marry more than one wife. Because you marry one wife, then she's in the periods for 1 week. Some other they go for 2 weeks, then you're just waiting. There's nothing you can do. Allah says, فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ. Nothing you can do. Go marry a second wife, right? So anyways, Allah says that actually the other is. So again, In this one Baqarah also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was telling us some rules and regulations of marriage. Rules and regulations of divorce, so on and so forth. I'm gonna just maybe choose a few ayahs, inshallah. One of the verses we read about marriage, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about talaq, divorce. Right? Allah says, Allah says, one of the verses, وَلِمُطَلَّقَاتِ يَتَرَبَّصْنَ بِأَنفُسِهِنَّ ثَلَاثَةَ قُرُوءٍ. When you and your wife, you have argument, you're fighting, you're trying to solve, nothing is working, then you came up to the point that, done, khalas, I want to divorce you, my wife. Then your wife, she must wait for the 3 periods. Not like, okay, you know what, I divorce you, hey, pack your bags, go home now. There's nothing like that in Islam. You don't need you and I, you're not my wife anymore, the same day. No. Allah says, يَتَرَبَّصْنَ بِأَنفُسِهِنَّ ثَلَاثَةَ قُرُوءٍ. When you say we divorce, right, that means you must wait for them, they must go for 1 period. Right? They must go for the period 1. Again, they must go for the period 2. They must go for the period, that means approximately is how many months? 3 months. And also, it is not allowed to give a divorce when she is in her period. When a woman is in the period, you cannot give divorce. She must be clean first, right? When she is clean, then you can utter the divorce. Then after these 3 months, when you give divorce, your period, then you can finalize the divorce. Then we read again another verse regarding the divorce. Allah says, "At-talaqu marratan." Divorce is only 2 times. At-talaqu marratan. You and your wife, you fight every day. You fight, divorce, okay, divorce. You only have 2 shots, 2 bullets, done. There's nothing like There's nothing like that. Because you know what happens, right? If you are wife and you divorce, okay, after one of the days you divorce, let's say for example, and then you was alone, hey, you were missing your wife, Masha, I miss you, baby, come, you buy McDonald's, you buy nice burger and everything. Yes, very much, I love you. Come back home. She came back home, divorce was finished. Yeah, it's fine, we ban. No need for the car, you're done. But remember, the divorce is counted. When they say divorce in Islam, they say that okay, that she go home. No, as long as everything was done, divorce is done, right? So it's counted as 1 divorce. Okay, no problem. You have how many shots? 2. Now, okay, one of the other days, you were chatting WhatsApp, you do go home, hey, you find some messages, Ajib, the marriages of these days. Like, hey, who's this one? I divorce you, we divorce now. Now everything is done. Divorce for the 2nd time. And then if you go for iddah, because with iddah, 3 periods, everything is done already. Right? After that, my brother, finish. There's no way you guys can marry again. Allah says in the next verse, where Allah says, فَإِن تُوَلَّقَهَا. This, our Hafiz was actually starting on this verses, right? They say, فَإِن تُوَلَّقَهَا. Now, there's no way you can go back with that wife. No way, no, done, khalas. The only way you can marry her that فَلَا تَحِلُّ لَهُ مِنْ بَعْدُ حَتَّى تَنْكِحَ زَوْجًا غَيْرَهُ. Until she must marry someone else. Hey. Now it's a mushkila, eh? Imagine now you think the way you do with her in the bed, mashallah, the way you enjoy with her. Someone must enjoy her the honey again. It's a mushkila, isn't it? Otherwise, now, if that man divorces, then you can marry her again. But who can do that? Your wife is married to her, you divorce her. Other man, that other man is living with her every day. Yeah, you can't go back to her. Why Allah is doing this? Allah is doing this so that you must be afraid to give a divorce. Takbir. It's a punishment, of course, because these days people they are playing with the divorce. They divorce today, tomorrow divorce, they come back to me, they go back home, she come back 100 times. They are doing zina. It's a zina anymore because at-talaqu marratan. Divorce is 2. This is very serious masala. You must know yourself that whenever you fight with your wife, you must see how you speak to her. Otherwise, you only have 2 shots. If your 2 shots they finish, there's no coming back, my brother. And now you can say, but Sheikh, what if I divorce her 3 times and I marry her again without someone marrying her? You are doing haram. That lady, she's haram for you. You are not. She's like your sister or your mother or your auntie, or your daughter, because you can't marry her. You can't. Unless someone must enjoy the sweet also. That sweetness was enjoying, someone must enjoy also, right? And then obviously, then you can come back. That's again the best we did. Then okay, let's choose that verse of divorce and stuff. Then other verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He's talking about the divorce that وَإِن طَلَّقْتُمُوهُنَّ, if you divorce your woman, مِنْ قَبْلِ أَن تَمَسُّوهُنَّ, before you sleep with them. It can happen that you got married today, before having intercourse, you divorce. Someone can be like, Sheikh, how is that possible? I've been in few weeks ago, I was dealing with this master. The marriage, they got married, they never had even intercourse, but they were divorcing. So don't think it's crazy. It happens, Qur'an, tafseer. So Allah says, if you divorce, you never sleep together. What happened? وَقَدْ فَرَضْتُمْ فَرِيضًا, but you give the mahar. You give her mahar. How much mahar do you want? I want 500 rand. Okay, here's your mahar, mashallah. After 2 weeks in honeymoon, you find so much messages of her exes in the house, like, hey, yeah, you know what? Divorce, everything is finished. What you have to do? Allah says, فَنِصْفُ مَا فَرَضْتُمْ. She must give you half mahar. How much was your mahar? 500. So she must give you how much? 250. إِلَّا أَن يَعْفُونَ, or maybe you must just forgive her. You know what? It's fine. I give 500. Take it. أو يعفو الذي بيده عقدة النكاح, or the women, she can say, you know what? It's okay. Even though I need half, here's your 500. So either way, you can forgive her or you forgive each other. خلاص. But Allah says, وَأَن تَعْفُوا أَقْرَبُ لِلتَّقْوَى. But if you forgive, it's good. It's closer to taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's again another face. Other face we read today, وَالَّذِينَ يَتَوَفَّوْنَ مِنْكُمْ وَيَذَرُونَ أَزْوَاجًا. When man dies, when you die, when the husband dies, يَتَرَبَّصْنَ بِأَنفُسِهِنَّ أَرْبَعَةَ أَشْهُرٍ وَعَشْرًا. The women, she must wait for how many? أَرْبَعَةَ أَشْهُرٍ, 4 months. وَعَشْرًا plus 10. How much is that? How many days is that? How many days? أربعة أشهر 4 months وعشرة in 10 days. How much? How many days? Yeah, 1 day, 1 day, what's happening? Yeah, whatever it is, right? So you must wait for that period. The women, when you die, before anyone marries her, she must wait for that period, right? That's for the women. But if a man, if your wife died today, you have the right to make nikah today. Takbir. Someone will say, but why? But I'm just saying here, imagine if you can get nikah today, after burying your wife, janaza, and then same day nikah. What are they going to say of you? Yeah? But Allah says, the real people whom Allah loves, يُجَاهِدُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ, when they do something is right, لَا يَخَافُونَ لَوْمَةَ لَائِمٍ. They are not afraid what to say. Yeah, because other people, they won't make the same day, but they're going to have a girlfriend there, going the same day, much. So which is better? Yeah, more at the same time, because Allah knows that a man and a woman, they are different. A man can't hold. A man, your wife, you buy janaza today, today you can make the guy. I'm not saying that I'm encouraging it. Na'udhu billah, human messes. You need memories also, you need to have time, but it's allowed. But for the women, she must wait for that such period of time. So that is that which we read about the women. There's so much, I'm not going to go through them. Then we went in the Jews number 3, which is Tilka Rusul. In Tilka Rusul, there's mostly Allah at the beginning. Allah is telling us about Sadaqah. One of the verses Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu la tubtilu sadaqatikum bil manni wal adha. Don't spoil your sadaqah, don't ruin your sadaqah by measuring too much. Hey, that guy, if you see him wearing that white kurta, nice one, it's me, it's me, mashallah. If you go in that masjid, if you see those fans, it's me who put, mashallah. That you see that by the imam, right? There's a new musalla there, it's me. Allah said, don't do that. La tubtilu sadaqatukum bil manni wal adha. You're gonna ruin your sadaqah. There's one hadith in Muslim that if you give sadaqah and you talk about it, it's like you vomit, and you eat your vomit. Oh, it's disgusting, isn't it? Imagine you vomit and you eat, so it's not good. You give sadaqah, forget about it. Nabi Sallallahu said of hadith, خَابُوا وَخَسِرُوا. They are the losers, The Sahaba asked, Man hum ya Rasulullah? Who are those, the losers? They said, Al-Mannan. The people, when they give sadaqah, they're like, yeah, how is that one I gave you, man? It's good, where is it? They give you something, they're following it up, they want to see how much you every day doing. So it is actually not good at all. And also, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about riba, that don't eat riba. If you want to eat riba interest, it's like you are fighting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His Rasul. فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا فَأَذَنُوا بِحَبْلٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. If you are not ready to quit riba, and brothers, just on a side note, We borrow airtime from cell C, MTN, isn't it? Maybe your girlfriend is calling too much callbacks, which is haram already. Like, hey, but no airtime, now it's late, I can't do nothing. You know, MTN, recharge, emergency recharge, you get that airtime. Then what happens? The day you recharge airtime, thanks for recharging, 1 rand was removed. That 1 rand is riba, is interest. Stay away from the interest. Nabi said in the hadith that interest is worse than a man sleeping with his mother. Having zina with your mother is interest is just like that also. Riba. So imagine rather that 1 rand you're going from Chelsea. I know most of us, mashallah, we don't go by the bank, this thing of loan. We are poor for that, you know. That's for rich people. But the interest which we people these days is this for airtime. Stay away from that thing. Wallahi, fear Allah. Stay away because riba is dangerous. We read today. Okay, we read that one. Okay. And okay, other one Allah says, وَإِنْ كَانَ ذُو عُسْرَةٍ فَمَغْفِرَةٌ إِلَى مَيْسَرَةٍ. Sometimes when someone is borrowing you money, is owing you money, 20 rand, you know, just sometimes forgive them, you know. You know that, yes, they are borrowing you money, they're supposed to give you money, right? But you see that they are not working, their life is hard. Allah says it's good, just just make it easy for them, you know. Don't, some people, they don't care, you know. Ya Allah, Ya Allah. They don't care, you are working, you are doing a business. As long as you took money from them, they want their money back. Yes, it is right that, you know, you must give them back. But sometimes Allah is telling us in the Quran, that see the situation. Sometimes, yeah, he's borrowing you money, he must give you, but you know, he's not working, things are bad. Allah says, فَنَظِرَةٌ إِلَىٰ مَيْسَرَةٍ وَأَنْ تَصَدَّقُوا خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. Give sadaqah is even more better for you. Then towards the last verse of Surah al-Bakarah, Allah is teaching us a dua. Imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a ghafur. Qur'an is a way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is teaching us what to say. He says, رَبَّنَا, oh Allah, لَا تُؤَاخِذْنَا إِن نَسِينَا أَوْ أَخْطَأْنَا. Don't punish us when we forget. What we forget? We forget Qur'an. You see this Qur'an here, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala trusted us. He put in our chest, right? He put in our mind, whatever. It's not only us, the Hufaz, but even you, the little you know, from Qul Wallahu, until Abasa, some of you, until Amma, or Duha, whatever you forget, Allah said, La tu'akhidna, don't punish us, in nasina, when we forget or something. Aw akhta'ana, or we make a mistake. Right? Not only Quran, but sometimes we forget that zina is haram. Can you forget zina is haram? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, there are other things whereby you forget that it's haram, you do some other mistakes, you do them. Allah is teaching us a dua that Rabbana la tu'akhidna, don't punish us if you forget how akhta'ana. Or sometimes we do a sin, we commit a sin, don't punish us, Ya Allah. So imagine Allah is teaching us how to ask Him. Takbir. Don't forget, don't punish us, Ya Allah. We do the sins, Ya Allah. لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. Ya Allah, please don't give us a punishment the way you gave the people before us. You know, Allah destroyed the people of Nuh, water. The people of Lut, the people of Thamud, Fir'aun, Qarun, how Allah destroyed them. Allah, please don't destroy them us like the way you destroyed them, Ya Allah. رَبَّنَا لَا تُحْمِلْنَا مَا لَا طَاقَةَ لَنَا بِهِ وَاعْفُ عَنَّا, Ya Allah. Please, Ya Allah, forgive us, Ya Allah. We are in the month of Ramadan, brothers. We must ask Allah to forgive us. وَاعْفُ عَنَّا, forgive us, Ya Allah. وَارْحَمْنَا, Ya Allah, give mercy to us, Ya Allah. وَارْحَمْنَا أَنْتَ مَوْلَانَا, You are our Mawla, You are our Master, Ya Allah. فَانْصُرْنَا, protect us, Ya Allah, protect us from the kuffar. This dua is very important, brothers. Try every night before you sleep, when you say Allahumma bismika amutu wa ahya, make this dua every day. Because we are living in the world which we are not safe anymore. People, they are dying in the street. Imagine you passing, you coming from Salah, they shoot someone, they shoot you. So this dua is for us, this kind of time. Ya Allah, protect us from these people who don't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, so it means a lot. Sometimes they can rob your phone, they can rob you, they can kill you, or whatever have to do with the street, with the thugs, with the people who can rob you. This is the solution, inshallah. Until tomorrow, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.